Gotta get your photo on this for Instagram. Come and sit here and ponder your trip to Barcelona. Fly back to Italy tonight. I'm here in Barcelona. I'm going to take you to my top 5 places to see if you only have one day in Barcelona. The day starts here in El Born, this trendy area with this narrow medieval streets. I stayed here last night, met up with Patrick, and what is it about Barcelona? Every time I'm here, every time I'm in Spain, it makes me want to drink. You can wander around here, lose hours, and if you're an Instagrammer or if you like taking photos, well, this is the place. There's so many beautiful angles, shops to take photos of, but that's not why I'm here. Coffee? These guys know I need a coffee, that's why. That's what I've been looking for. Adios Chiloteca. It's a good little coffee shop here. I'm recharged. This is La Barceloneta. It's an old fisherman's village. You see the architecture here is much more simpler than what we saw over in El Born. It's a cool place to wander the streets, look at all the houses where the fishermen used to live and get a sense of it all. Then you want to head down to the beach because down there it's a whole nother Barcelona. You can see that right there. Those are the old flags of La Barceloneta. They're everywhere in these little neighborhoods here. And as you make your way southeast, you're gonna get down to the beach. Unfortunately, today's a cloudy day and maybe some rains might come in, but this beach is a spectacular addition. Not many cities in Europe have a beach like this. You get surfers out there, you get sunbathers, you get everyone coming from the city center to enjoy some beach time. My recommendation, if you have only one day in Barcelona, come down to the beach, spend 1 hour here, stop in one of the cafes along the boardwalk, get a coffee or get a quick sandwich, and then move on to the next spot. If you're in Barcelona for 3 or 4 days, well, that's great. You can spend a half day down here or an entire day, explore and roam all the streets of La Barceloneta, but today we don't have that kind of time. To Güell Park, you have to think about if you're in Barcelona only for 1 day, you need to maximize your time. Scratch public transportation, jump into a taxi, any way you can save time. Now, just talking to the taxi driver here, he says there are 2 ways to get into Park Güell. One entryway is at the bottom, and at the top it's better because then you descend and go through the park. This is number 2 on my list. Now it costs you €10 to get in here, but you can stay inside this park all day and see the place that Gaudi designed. How he designed it, it meant to be a residential area, but in the end it never became, and now it's this beautiful park inside of Barcelona. Now this should be the crown jewel of your Barcelona visit. Plan at least 2 hours here in the Gaudi Park because it has these spectacular views, tiled benches, tiled staircases. It looks like it's something out of a Dr. Seuss book, whimsical, just crazy. There are all these little secret paths to explore. You really see how you can get lost in here for 4-5 hours, the whole day if you wanted to. If you're here for a 1-day trip, what I recommend is spending a good 3 hours in this place. Now this may be one of the main reasons you want to come to this park. One of the most iconic things about this park is this bench. Not just one bench, not just 2 benches, but this long, curvy, wavy, mosaic tiled bench. Gotta get your photo on this for Instagram. Come and sit here and ponder your trip to Barcelona. It is a proper madhouse in here, so my advice is get to this park early if you want to get the most out of it. That was so worth it. You know, at first when I woke up this morning, I was a little bit upset with the cloudy weather, but actually it's keeping the temperatures quite low and very easy to run around town without working up a sweat. But normally when you come to Barcelona, it's gonna be sunny and warm. Now this is number 3 on my list of 5 today. Sagrada Familia. Look at this. It's another work by Gaudi. And this is his most famous work. He worked on it for 40 years, up until his death in 1926. And the cathedral still not finished over 100 years later. Well, Barcelona, they hope to have it completed by 2026. 100 years after his death, the bells are still ringing. It's beautiful inside, this Gothic style with the twist. I advise you to go in there, have a look around. Because we're in a hurry here today, only one day in Barcelona, I'm not going in. I mean, look at this place. You should get in line to also see the inside because the inside's also worth it. If you don't spend too much time up at the park, spend a little bit more time down here because this is Gaudi's crown piece. I prefer the park, but you're gonna love this cathedral as well. I think he's high on drugs, but he's high on design. Okay, this is not on the list today, but this is a bonus for you. This is Casa Batlló, and this is one of Gaudi's many apartments here in Barcelona that he designed, and this is the most famous one. Now you need to get in there and go up to the roof. No, there's not a rooftop bar, but it's a beautiful roof design with all these beautiful tiled mosaic chimneys and the dragon type tail shapes that you see up there on the roof. This place is well worth the visit. I've been inside before, you should go inside, but it's a bonus stop today. We have many other things to see, so we're gonna admire it here from the outside. Okay, that's good. Now time to get going again. Vamos. Mercado de la Boqueria.
Eso.
Mercado de la Boqueria.
Mercado.
My Spanish is improving every minute. This is La Rambla, stop number 4 of 5 of the things you must do when you're here in Barcelona. Back in the day when this whole avenue was laid out, it wasn't a place for tourists, it was a place for locals. They loved hanging out here because it was so wide and unique. Most of the other roads within Barcelona were these narrow little alleyways, so this one was different from the rest of them. Allowed a lot of fresh air, the cafes came in. You can sit here, hang out all day, have drinks, hit up all the shops, or just take a stroll up and down like the Spaniards do. And the great thing about all this is that it's free, no cost, a perfect place that people watch. Cool, right? But I have one more place for you here on La Rambla. About midway up La Rambla, there's this open market for the public. It's called Mercado de la Boqueria. And here you can get all the fresh foods you want. So when you're tired from walking around all day, come in here and it's a food lover's paradise. Look at all this goodness. It's incredible in here. Now I have a tip from my friend Patrick on where to go to get the best food within this market. Quim was the place where I wanted to eat, but I've given up. I've spent about 30 minutes here waiting for a spot, and this place is jammed. No way I'm getting a spot here, so I'm gonna try to find somewhere else in this market to get some food. I think I found a better place. Look at this, they promised to have me a spot here in un minuto. After all that suffering, I finally got a spot to sit down. Started off with some basics, bread with tomato sauce, much needed. My stomach was growling. I had to wait a while for the seat, but now the food is coming thick and fast. Just arrived. Some crocantes with squid inside. Yeah. I wanted to get these last night, but they didn't have them on the menu. They're gonna turn your teeth black. Here we go. Grilled squid. This looks amazing. The best thing about this place is you see them prepare all the food here. Everybody's squeezed in here, getting into the food. Stick with me, I got one more place I'm gonna take you to after I finish the food here. If you're liking these videos, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, if you wanna support me, support everything, all the food I'm eating, all the beers and the water I'm drinking, please consider giving a super thanks. It's much appreciated, helping the channel grow. Also, click that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. And let me know down in the comments, have you ever been to Barcelona? What's been your best Barcelona experience? Or if you want to come here, when are your plans to get to Barcelona? I love open markets like this. You get all the sights and sounds, all the smells, all the aromas from the food. This is a slice of Barcelona. Oh no, the rain could be coming. Number 5 in my top 5 list of sites you must see here in Barcelona. This is the Cathedral of Barcelona. It has these beautiful points going up to the top. Inside it's quite stunning as well. What's unique here is that you can go up to the roof to get a close view of the whole design, and also a great
view of this area here. What this represents for me is the Elborn, the Gothic area. So I think, there we go, and the bells are ringing. So I think this church is worth a visit, but also roaming the streets of this whole area, take photos and just explore the little boutiques, the little places to eat, and the little coffee shops as well. This whole area is so stunning, and that's one of the best things I love about Barcelona, is just walking around and exploring all the side streets, all the little tapas bars, everything there is. It's only in Barcelona. You can walk around and see cool places everywhere. This is a massive music hall. No, it was not designed by Gaudi. It was designed by a friend of his, so you see those same influences, and if you want, you can go in there and get a coffee as well. I'm sure this guy knows all the details right there. All right, I have another destination on the way. This is what I had in mind, a flat white with Colombian beans, oat milk. I did a little Google search to find this place, and it was well worth it. I'll drop the link down in the description. You know she's dedicated to her craft when she's got that tattoo. She's the brew champ. Thank you, Rebecca. Mike?
Yes.
Give me a like and subscribe.
Absolutely.
You just subscribed.
Yes.
Adios. Gracias. This place is good. Adios. Leaving the hotel. At the airport, in the airport lounge. And boarding the flight. Arrived in Italy. Taxi. And at home in Florence. I definitely think a short trip, a day trip, is worth it to Barcelona. You have the proof that you can see many of the great sights having only just one day in Barcelona.